Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your work week. I hope you enjoyed the weekend. It was a little fast for me. I had the pleasure of moving again. So it seems that we do that quite often these days. I don't know if my wife is happier with me because I do hire movers or if she's still just mad because we had to do it. And she's not mad. Uh, but she she's the one that does the majority of the work. Let's just be honest here. But guys, let's talk about your Monday and motivating and what's going on in your world and why we all need this big why. Everybody I talk to keeps talking about you need your why to be big enough so that when it gets tough, you can work through it. And I got to tell you, I've kind of had a little bit of a different experience and thought process, and I've had a different motivator in my life. I've always asked why not, and the reality is, when somebody says, we should do A, B, and C, we should build this building over here, we should raise these funds and involve these investors and do this deal over here, we should, start a flight school, we should do this stuff, we should move to Puerto Rico. I've always said, why not? And, you know, not like quite like Jim Carrey and the Yes Man, where it's say yes to everything, but it's why not? And the reality is when you come at life with the question of why won't this work? Why doesn't this happen? Why I see this problem in the supply chain. Why can't it be solved? Or, I mean, look, FedEx and UPS are a business that saw a problem with the mail, right? They saw a way to move things faster that has turned into an extremely profitable business. Amazon is a supply chain issue. I don't want to leave my house. I want to be able to get my A, B, and C and everything else delivered in my slippers, right? I mean, car buying experiences. We don't go to dealerships anymore. We buy them online because we want them to be simple. And people simply asked, why not? See, the whole point of starting CarMax is not about getting the thing taken care of. Uh, it's about making sure that you're doing it in a simpler fashion, making sure that you're doing it in a way that people can engage with you, you know. And somebody had to ask, why don't we do this? And somebody had to say, well, why not? Right? What is it that the consumer is looking for? What is it that your widget fixes? And then from there, people go, well, I can't do that. Why not? I'm not smart enough to do that. Why not hire someone? I'm not tall enough to do that. That would be me. Why not get somebody that can? And there's always been that process in my life, right? Sometimes I've why notted myself right into some trouble with buying stuff maybe that I wasn't ready for or things like that. But the reality is, the majority of the time, when I find something that I'm looking to move toward, the why not gets me further than a really strong why. And the reason that I say that is because at the end of the day, when you're looking at it and you're going, man, I'm encountering all this adversity and this isn't easy and it's not going quite as fast as I thought and it's not as nice and as fun as I had hoped and all of these things are problematic and I just need a bigger why. The other side of that is, yes, you're looking at all these problems as something that you have to solve and they're not good and things are, this, that, and the other. But if I'm looking at it from my point of view and I'm saying, well, why not? Let's run through that same process. I want to start a company. I want to do this thing. I want to buy a piece of property and I want to build a building. Why not buy it? Well, first of all, in order to buy it, I've got to have funds. I've got to have a business plan. I've got to have an identified need in the community. Okay. So why not find those? Well, I found the funds. Okay. I know the business plan and I've identified the need for this product in my community. So why not build it? Well, okay, let's move to the next step. Let's draw some plans. Why not? And you continue to answer and solve the problem by asking why not instead of treating it as an adversary and saying my why has got to be bigger. So my why has to be more powerful that I can run through a wall. Why not walk around the wall? Why have to beat your way through it? Why not just simply sidestep it and walk around it? Why not find the solution for something instead of aggravate yourself and try and define this why that has to power you through everything? And that's really the difference between what's going on in my world, in my thought process, than a lot of people. I'm simply asking why not. And so when it comes to your Monday, why not have a good day? Why not be productive? Why not let it be the start of an excellent week? Why not enjoy the things that you did this weekend? And if your weekend didn't go right, why not plan for a better one next weekend? Why not do these things in this fashion instead of come at everything from the point of view that it's not quite as good as it should have been? And now my why has to be bigger than my problem. Just food for thought, guys, on your Monday. I hope you got something out of this. Send me a comment, leave me a remark here about your why not and what that gets you into over the next week. You guys have a great one. We'll talk soon.